Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Peace, love, and positivity to you. My name is Sohum, and today I'll be giving a first-time reaction to an artist named Amy Grant. We're going to be checking out the song If These Walls Could Speak. A huge thanks to Terry the Gentle for requesting this song and bringing a new artist to the channel. If you happen to be new here, this is a request-based channel, so anything you guys want to hear me react to, you can use the first link in the description box below to send it my way. But I don't know what to expect with Amy. I'm excited to find out, so let's jump in.
These old walls, if these old walls could speak of things that they remember well, stories and faces dearly held, a couple in love living week to week, rooms full of laughter, if these walls could speak. These old halls, if hallowed halls could talk.
It's like everything that the physical home that you live in sees. The good, the bad, the ugly. It sees all of these very honest moments, and on the surface, on the outside looking in, you wouldn't know anything was going right or wrong with that family or couple or whoever lives in the house. The walls do. The people in that house do. That's why it's never really useful to use other families as an example of how to live your own family life, because so often you don't actually understand the true nature of what the other family may be going through, and would you pick their struggle over your own? Oftentimes there's information asymmetry, so those are the kind of questions that aren't even worth asking. The better question to ask is, how do we make this life that we're living in these walls as loving and supportive as possible?
These old halls, if hallowed halls could talk, these would have a tale to tell of sun going down and dinner bell.
That's a pretty melody.
Children playing at hide and seek from floor to rafter. If these
Did you hear the piano like pick up in intensity there?
These would have a tale to tell of sun going down and dinner bell, and children playing at hide and seek from floor to rafter. If these halls could speak, they would tell you that I'm sorry for being cold and blind and weak.
Wow.
They would tell you that it's only that I have a stubborn streak. If these walls could speak.
Yeah, and the walls, right? They don't make any distinction in your behavior. They just observe, and they see every facet of you. So the walls know that I am imperfect and could probably be better to myself, to my family, and the regret that I have for not being that version, sometimes that doesn't even get communicated to the people it needs to. It's just observed again by the walls. Oh, the cello.
If these old fashioned window panes were eyes,
So such a rich
I
instrument.
guess they would have seen it all. Each little tear and sigh and footfall, and every dream that we came to seek or followed after.
Each little tear and sigh and footfall. It's all of the communication that is unspoken. It's the body language. It's the physiology.
If these walls could speak, they would tell you that I owe you more than I could ever pay. Here's someone who really loves you. Don't ever go. That's what these walls would say.
Wow, that is beautiful. I feel my eyes like welling up.
Someone who really loves you. Don't ever go away.
Wow, man.
That's what these walls would say. That's what these walls would say. That's what these walls would say.
Oh, and it just dissipates into a final exhale. Oh, this song is so beautiful and so pointed in its message. Because within family, you experience all of the emotions. That's where you learn emotion, how to regulate yourself, how to comfort others, how to love. And the millions of other things that we can hardly name. Oh my God, I love the strings throughout this whole song. They would tell you that I owe you more than I could ever pay. Here's someone who really loves you. Don't ever go away. Yeah, it's so true. When somebody has that love for you unconditionally, you stay there. Even if things are imperfect, you can work on them. And if boundaries need to be placed, you can place them, but don't give up, you know? And if things are smoother at home, really lean into that. Allow your identity, and I probably don't even need to be saying this if this is the case, but I'll say it anyways. Lean into the self-love affirming identity that is created and safe in that space, within those walls. Home is a refuge. Home is a place where you should be able to heal, to process things, to improve your life, to be happy and peaceful, and all of the good things that homes have to offer. But the thing is, we have to build it this way. Just because we have physical walls around us doesn't make it a home, right? It's a house before it becomes a home. You build the home, that environment. It's not enough to just have the space and have the proximity. Being intentional in your relationships. And if you're imagining like a standard, more nuclear family, that relationship begins with the parents and the love that they share for one another. the healthiness in their relationship and their communication is going to set the tone for that household. Once kids enter the picture, then things obviously there's a wrench being thrown into the situation in a good way, of course, but that can come with its own set of headaches, and sometimes intentionality can leave the door. If you can build that intentionality in the upbringing process, I think the family stays together better. And let's say that doesn't happen either. You can still, in adulthood, repair the relationship in the home with a lot of effort and goodwill. It's all possible because homes are built, they are not, they don't just spawn out of nowhere. And it's a beautiful song. Like, I love the melody already, like the very powerful piano, Amy's very breathy vocals sort of reminded me momentarily of Tori Kelly. I got a bit of Brandi Carlile in there. And I actually did a recent reaction to a country singer named Tanya Tucker. There were a few moments where I'm like, oh man, was that song Two Sparrows in a Hurricane by Tanya? But no, this is Amy. I love the ballad feel to this, and when the strings come in, the cello especially, it just feels like a wall in this, or like a, how can I say, like a foundation in this house of a song was being built, and created a lot of safety in the melody so that things could feel more intense above, even if technically nothing was changing up there. Maybe an easier way to put it is if you had, I don't know, if you had like a front lawn with the trees all pruned and looking nice and pretty, and you just kept them that way, and let's say leaves didn't grow on the trees anymore, but things were looking good. But the grass in the beginning was rather flat. They cut it too close to the ground. But over time, as the grass builds, then the foreground and background and the harmony of the trees and grass starts to look better. It looks like the ground is more nourished, and the tree and its nutrients are going to be well supported. That's kind of what it felt like when the cellos came into this song. The cellos being the grass here growing. This is beautiful, though. I would definitely be down to do more reactions to Amy Grant. So if you are interested in requesting one, you can do so by clicking the first link in the description box below. That is the best way to support my channel. But as always, my friends, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.